Hey everyone, I'm in the studio here with my girl Brittany. Okay.
My girl Jinx,
Yeah,
sparkle.
Sparkle. Yeah. She looked like all great and stuff in here. Looked like I rolled out of bed. Yeah. But anyways, like you said, welcome to our Facebook Live. I'm sorry, give me just 2 seconds because I want to share this out with a couple of groups so we can get this discussion rolling. And we've got a really good topic for you guys. So dating dilemmas. All right, so all of us have gone out on first dates, right? And one of the things is you kind of want to be honest and share things with everybody, but how much is too much information? Okay, so let's say you're out on a first date, and this is the whole thing that gave me this idea for this topic, first of all, was listening to the radio this morning. I know a lot of radio shows do the whole thing where the first date, like they never hear back again from the person. There's no second date and they want to know what happened, right? So in this particular instance, the person in question, or the guy's like, I'm attractive, I work out, I'm fit, we're both, we seem to get into each other, the conversation was great, but then I never heard back from her at all. So he was wanting to know why, what exactly happened. So they get a hold of the girl. Long story short, she agreed that he was attractive, she was attracted to him and everything, but within the first 5 minutes of their date, he divulged a crap load of information. Okay, so he went into how he had recently been divorced, which of course you want to let people know if you're divorced or not, right? He also told her that he had recently been fired from his job, so he was currently unemployed. He had a lot of debt, credit card debt, that he was trying to get out of, and he was trying to quit smoking, and just basically there was like a whole bunch of other stuff, right? How much is too much, right? If you're going on a first date, where's the line? Where, like, you want to disclose stuff, right? You don't want people calling you out later for not having disclosed information, right? You don't want to be like that person that keeps stuff. But the guy was upset. He's like, I was just being real and honest with her, trying to give her this information, right up front, and being straight with her. And I'm getting blasted and she won't go on a second date with me because of that. His point was, if someone's interested in you, right, they should want to be there for you and help you get through that, and be a part of that journey. But if the person haven't given them a chance to get to know you, does that, do they have any, what's the word I'm looking for, Brittany? Do they have any investment in you or reason to want to keep that journey going?
Right.
So, yeah. Yeah, right. So we have a comment here from Vito. He says, it's good to be honest, but start with more positive things. Yeah, you want the person to get to know you
as a person.
Yeah, as a person. And it is good to share that stuff as but a little bit at a time. Let them get to know you. And if you are wanting to be that upfront and honest, you got to expect, and want to be real with them, you got to expect them to be real with you too. And if that's too much for them to want to take on, you got to accept that, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
I have my opinions too.
Let's hear it. Go.
Oh, really? Okay, here we go. I just want to say that if you're fixing yourself, maybe that's your time to fix yourself. I do agree with you. I fully agree, because it's like, you want to give them something, to be attracted to, for sure. But I feel like if you're working on yourself, I feel like maybe that's not a good time to date.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because what are you going to provide? What are you going to do? Because a woman, we don't mind paying. That's fine. But like when it comes to give and take, right? One hand washes the other. I mean, that's kind of what you want in a relationship, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you have that much going on that you're trying to get straightened out in your life, how much time do you really have for investing in a relationship?
Right.
Yeah. So I think if you have that much going on and you want to divulge that much information right away, you should be willing to accept if the other person isn't wanting to be 100% in on that. But, you know, hey, keep the dialogue open. Maybe if things change, you get a job, right? And you've got the divorce thing all settled and all of that, you know, then bring, you know, then maybe tap back in with that and like, hey, I know things were kind of crazy for me before, but what about now? You know, kind of thing. That's where you keep the, like, maybe she should have kept that conversation open. Or maybe she was just like, you know what, somebody that's got that much going on, she's just not interested.
I think he should be reaching out to his ex-girlfriends, because if he has that much baggage, you know, at least his past will like try to be with him, because they have that established like relationship, and the, you know, there's like a history, if you will.
Yeah.
So like for him to be reaching out to something new when he's working so much on himself, it's just, you know.
Yeah. So
I don't know. You
can anybody that's just tuning in, right? We're talking about going on a first date, and within the first 5 minutes, not even throughout the conversation, but in the first 5 minutes, going all in with all of your baggage, just like boom, here it is, just okay, drop it, okay, like just dropping that on their feet, man, okay, and expecting them to be like, and expecting them to be like, oh yeah, let me pick that up and help you carry it. We're not all strangers in the airport. If you're in the airport and you jump your baggage on somebody that you just met, they're not going to want to help you walk with it through the terminal unless you're like old and decrepit and they're like, maybe this person needs a hand. I don't know. But if you're, you know, maybe they'll feel sorry for you. But you can't go in expecting a relationship to start because the person feels sorry for you, because that's not a good basis to start your relationship on, right? You got to get your ducks in a row, get things at least where you're organized enough to handle it. Because if it's a big enough issue that you're bringing it up on a first date, then it's a big issue, right? If you think it's that much to handle, if you're worried about how the other person might perceive it. So then maybe you should try and adjust to that and fix it and get adjusted to that yourself before jumping and diving into a relationship. And maybe all right, wait, I was just about to say, maybe you'll find somebody that's willing to put up with all of that baggage, but then you got to question that person's desperation, maybe. I don't know, is that the right word? You know, like why are they ready to jump in on that relationship with you, right? Like it doesn't.
You know, some people have a very difficult time being alone. And I feel like you really have to be comfortable with yourself before you can go into a relationship. And the fact that there's so much stuff that he put on her like that, I mean, no wonder she ran. Yeah. I mean, this is just my opinion. Yeah.
I mean, that's stuff that you need to take care of, be willing to take care of yourself and not expect somebody that you just met on a first date to be willing to pick up and handle. So, so how much is too much? Anybody listening, I want to know, if you want to comment, tell me, how much information do you think is enough information to give on a first date? What do you feel is vitally important? And would you rather the person be straight up and honest with you about all of that up front so that you can make that decision to, you know, cut bait and bail? Or, you know, would you rather get to know them first and then see and then learn it as you go and then make that judgment of whether or not you're willing or how much you're willing to put up with it, right? So
that's good. I think that's pretty spot on. That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Yeah. So we have RJ commenting, interesting baggage airport analogy. I'm really good with the analogies, similes, metaphors, all of that crap. Hi, little B. She's proud of you, Jenny. No one calls me Jenny. What the heck? Don't anybody out there, don't call me Jenny. She's got special privilege because she's known me since she was a little kid. So yeah. So she says, not too much info. You don't want to scare me. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. See, I call her little B. Hey, my niece just chimed in too. Or hi, Lizzie. Yeah. So yeah.
Person I know.
Yeah, so not too much information. So Britt, I'm going to throw this to you. What do you feel is, if you're on a first date, what do you feel is the right amount of information?
Now, personally, I wouldn't give too much away. You want to be a little bit mysterious, right? Because you want the second date. I'm one of those people.
You want to have a second date,
You
right?
want to have a second date. You want to be a little mysterious. I feel like giving your number out is probably the second date. Because you don't want someone to be like so into you on the first date. And it's just like, there's just no like real like excitement. Yeah, you know? And it's just like if they're too obsessed, it's just like, woo.
So like by giving your number out, you mean your actual phone number?
Your telephone number, yeah, because they'll be blowing up your phone, you know? So like, I don't know. I just feel like talking about like your job is fine. Maybe not so much about your family life and like every other like detail.
Like your interests, your hobbies, things you like to do. A little bit about your personality, right? So good job, Joe. Taking notes because yeah. So yeah, anybody that's just joining in, again, just to reset because I'm seeing a couple people jumping on now. What is too much information on a first date? What do you feel it should be dispersed and acknowledged on the first date, and what should you get into later, right? So I think you brought up an interesting point that you don't even give out your phone number until after the first date.
Absolutely.
So she's really stingy with information.
I'm very guarded. I'm like,
yeah, there's too many people now if it does it, but yeah.
I feel like there's too many people out there. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but there's way too many people out there that feel that they're great people when they're not.
I'm not
like they're the type. No. They're the type of people that like, I don't know, get out of relationships and don't really like look at like what they did wrong, more like what the other person did wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's really important to just protect yourself nowadays and not give so much of yourself away on the first date.
Yeah, I mean, you want to, like you said, you want to have a little bit of mystery. I'm such an open book kind of person, though. I like.
You are. You're really outgoing.
I will tell you straight how it is. You know, straight no chaser. That's what I like to say.
Yeah, me too. That's our thing, too.
What you see is what you see is what you get. I'm like, you know, it's, sometimes I need to slow down and hold back a little bit too, right? This is why I have friends, because they help me with this.
But you are in trouble, though.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of trouble, guys.
Trouble is always good, right?
It's always good.
Let's see, we have Kelly chiming in saying, I feel like as a single mom, I don't have much time to date as it is, so I'd like to know all the info sooner rather than later so I can run quickly if I need to. Yes, Kelly, that is the good side to people giving too much information in the beginning, is that you've got all the cards on the table, so you can be like, yeah, you know, this is not a game I want to play. I'm out, you know, like, you know, drop. So yeah, you don't want to throw all your chips in and then find out the other person's got a handful of crap aces, right? I don't know, or what that would be. If their hand is deuces, maybe. I don't know what the analogy is there. This is a bad analogy. I'm getting anybody that's in the single parenting group. I'm getting into Jason and Tenny territory right here. Starting their show out in the bathroom. Yeah. Anyways, there's people that will get that. Brittany has no idea what I'm talking about. She's not part of the single parent group. She is single, but not a parent. Apparently. Anyways, so Joe is chiming in with, just be truthful and upfront with us. If it's gonna work out, there will be plenty of dates in the future to learn more about you. No BS, no games, have fun. And then RJ says, I like to think I'm sort of the opposite. I don't think I'm great, yet others will say I am. I think he's referring to me saying, what, I'm not awesome? No, anyways, but yeah.
Be positive.
Be positive, right? I'm a positive person.
There's good things and bad things to every person.
Oh, yeah, I definitely have my flaws. I am not saying I don't have flaws. I'm just comfortable with them.
Yeah, that's the way to be.
I don't hide them. What you see is what you get.
Right?
Yeah, sometimes it will tone down my my antics and my crazy.
Don't ever do that.
No, it's not as much fun.
That just shows who they are.
Yeah, like I don't try to sneak a Katie did in the movie theater with everybody. I'm sorry, I have to tell you that story sometime. Okay.
I have no idea what's going on.
That was a crazy date. Anyways, Katie did. It's one of those little bugs that kind of looks like a leaf. It's about like that big. It was on my car.
Oh God, I gotta be going soon.
Oh my gosh. All right, so we gotta call the conversation because she's got an appointment to get to.
I do.
Thank you for popping in here.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, and it was really nice having this little chat with you guys.
I think the point of, like, to sum everything up, I think what we're trying to say is you want to be honest and truthful,
Yes.
but limit what, space it out, like
Right.
the amount of information that you're sharing, right? Don't throw everything at the person at once. Don't give them a little bit of baggage at a time. Don't, give them like, a whole like 2 months worth of luggage there to carry for you and expect them to be okay with it. Like maybe start with a duffel bag or something. Like, here, this is a little bit of my, what's going on in my life. But then also show them the good sides of you too. Like, the positive stuff you have going on, your interests, your common hobbies, your personality and stuff. Get to know each other. So that way, when you do start to disclose the more really personal, heavier baggage stuff, that they can make a better judgment of what they're willing to put up with and what's something that they feel like they can work on and what's something that nope, sorry, that's a deal breaker, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the other comments.
Yeah.
You can email us. We don't have a name for the show yet, but yeah, I like before we forget, right? Because like you always want to talk about something before you forget it.
I mean, that sounds so Dory.
I'm very much Dory though. Okay. Anybody that knows me knows I forget.
Well,
yeah.
I feel like it's really important to make sure you're ready when you're dating somebody. There's some people that are just not ready to just put themselves out there. I know most people. Yeah, they will ears around, but cover your ears if they want to get laid. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Like, you can't just, like put all that baggage onto somebody just to get what you want out of it. Because that's not fair.
You got to be fair. Yeah, you gotta be considerate. As far as the name goes for the show, right before we forget, our show topics, just so anybody who wants to keep up with us and listen, we will be talking about dating ideas, places to, giving people different ideas of things, like fun things to do and places to go that are out of the ordinary, right? Not just the going to dinner or the movies kind of thing. We want to help you guys with finding some fun ideas and go check stuff out for you and let you know what it's like and how much fun it is, not just for dates, but also just hanging out with your friends, right? Because it's not all about dating. Life is about experiences, right? So we want to help you guys find some new experiences and fun. We'll have some makeup tips for Brittany because she's the makeup queen, not me. So she's going to help with that kind of stuff. We're going to, just a lot of just different fun things that we hope will entertain. So it might be geared a little more towards the ladies, but we hope some guys get some stuff out of it.
We'll have some stuff in there for you guys too.
Yeah. If you got some show title suggestions, go ahead and email. You can message me on Facebook, or you can message the Just Don't Network or email us at Jinx@thejustdon'tnetwork.com. And let me know your suggestions. If you have topics or things you want us to talk about too, let us know. Again, that's the Just Don't Network. So Jinx that. So I'm doing this all backwards. I didn't have enough coffee. Let's be honest.
I love it.
All right, guys.
Have a great day, guys. And it was nice seeing you. I've met most of you guys on here, so.
No, she hasn't. You guys are all new for her. My sister's on. Let's see. Jamie says, just real quick, dating is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes.
Don't want to go all out and give it all the first mile. Yeah, exactly.
That's how I feel too.
Exactly. All right, guys. Until next time. Hopefully it won't be too long.
Bye, guys.